Dodge has revealed their new electric muscle car, and it's absolutely unreal because it looks just like the concept. Really smart from Dodge, because normally concept cars, well, normally they're different, quite different to the production model. Much harder to make a production car look like a concept car. But in this case, Dodge has listened to customer feedback. Customers said, we love it. Many comments here on the channel, people said they loved it. I loved it. And now Dodge, I got to make it. This is, without doubt, in my opinion, coolest looking electric car yet to have been produced. How good will it actually be though? I mean, is this something you want to own? Dodge doesn't make electric cars. Sort of their first, really. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. The exterior of the next generation Dodge Charger electric muscle car has been revealed by the company ahead of its rebirth, which is going to happen later this year. So this car that you're looking at now is going to be produced later this year. Dodge did say internal combustion for muscle cars, they said, is finished. They said electric muscle cars are the only option because we've reached the limits of internal combustion. They said, you know what, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. If you want to go faster, you've got to go electric. Overnight, Dodge took to Instagram to publish photos of its car that's going to be selling in maybe 6, 7, 8 months. It's pretty cool, I've got to say. I think it's going to be a lot of Dodge fans who are going to be very butthurt, very, very angry. I'm already seeing that on forums. But you know what? Change is often a good thing. And hey, it does have a feature where you can make it make a really loud noise to sound really, really loud and obnoxious and wake up your neighbors. It has that feature. So if you want to turn that on, you actually can. Now, obviously, this vehicle is very similar to the 2022 Dodge Charger SRT Daytona electric vehicle concept. But there are some small changes that you can see. One of the changes that I like is it's called the Charger, not the Challenger. I prefer the name Charger to Challenger, and I always found it weird that the 4-door was called the Charger and the 2-door was called the Challenger. I just didn't think that made sense. So kind of an interesting name change. It's also got much larger wing mirrors, visible recessed door handles, side marker lights on the trailing edges of the wheel arches, and low profile road tires with a plainer wheel design. It's like a production version of that incredible concept, but I think this looks just as good. At the start, it will be only electric, but I think in the future, Dodge do plan on making a hybrid version of this. I've seen reports that they're making a hybrid version. So yeah, that should be an option if you absolutely have to have an internal combustion engine in the vehicle. What's the platform? Well, it's going to be riding on the new STLA large architecture from Stellantis. Although the platform is designed with the needs of electric vehicles particularly in mind, it can also support internal combustion engines, which has led to some rumor and speculation that the Charger will be offered with the company's twin-turbo Hurricane Straight 6 engine, but in hybrid form. So, I mean, for people who absolutely have to have internal combustion, that might be a choice. But, I mean, realistically, what's the point? The electric version is going to be faster. Now, here's what Dodge's CEO said. Tim Kuniskis. He said, I can put an ICE engine in it. It doesn't mean we're going to. We're certainly not launching with anything like that. We're launching full battery electric. So how powerful is it going to be? Well, actually, it's going to have a fair bit of power. Let me know what you think of these specifications. The base model, 400 volt electrical system, power output 340 kilowatts, so just under 500 horsepower. That's with a stage 1. Stage 2 upgrade, stage 1 upgrade, and stage 2 upgrades include boosting to 370 kilowatt or 400 kilowatt for stage 2. That's around about just under 600 horsepower for stage 2. There's also a 440 kilowatt variant using the same 400 volt electrical system, which supports stage 1 and stage 2 upgrades, which boost the power to 470 kilowatt or 500 kilowatt. So you can boost power to around 700 horsepower, still a lot less than, say, a Tesla Model S Plaid or Tesla Model X Plaid, which have around 1100 horsepower, but still, that's a lot more power than the current generation Challenger. In the future, apparently there will also be an 800 volt electrical system, which will change those power upgrades. Power will be upgraded to 660 kilowatts, so about 900 horsepower. That's That's more than enough, I'd say, 900 horsepower. It's also going to be probably relatively heavy, but no heavier than the internal combustion version, which just ceased to exist. The last ones rolled off the production line a couple of months ago. Those were over 2 tons anyway. Battery packs. It'll come with a 101 kilowatt hour and 118 kilowatt hour battery packs. That'll allow up to 800 kilometers of range. Those are some pretty big batteries. So yeah, plenty of range here. I really think that this will be a kind of car that will appeal to a lot of people. In fact, for the last few years, the most popular muscle car in America was the Dodge Challenger. Dodge just lost that title to the Ford Mustang because they haven't made that many Challengers over the last 12 months and they've stopped production. But I reckon they'll get the title back with this. I mean, Ford don't have an electric Mustang coming. So kudos to Dodge for actually revealing this to the world, for making this car. I think it's going to make electric cars have that extra added kind of excitement to them. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.